Hey everybody, so here we are, Marty the JavaScript party. This is my sidekick Rhett. She is African gray parrot. She's happy. Um, I'm working on this application that I like to call the Showtime application. It's a ThreeJS application, and I just recently upgraded to Angular 19. It had a couple of issues, and I upgraded it, and then I had some TypeScript warnings that I fixed in yesterday's video. Speaking of that, today is December 9th, 2024, and this video should go out on December 12th, 2024. I am going to retire this application soon, so I think, and so basically at the end of this month. So basically, I worked on it, I think, for all of 2024, and I learned a lot of stuff on it, and I want to do a newer, more improved version with a different underlying architecture. So and so that's really the main thing. Is this just the foundational architecture? I feel like I've hit the sort of the limits of what I can do with this application, but it is pretty cool what we could do with this application. It's pretty easy to add meshes, and you can change the position of the camera. So like right now the camera is at 5 on the z-axis. I believe it's positive 5. Yeah, positive 5, 0 on the x-axis, and 0 on the y-axis. So, and we're looking at a 3D mesh, but it looks less cube. It looks 2D because we are sitting straight on it. But let's say I make the camera go up, and now we're kind of above it, but you can't really see any details. You can kind of see that the shape changed, and we're a little farther away from it. But so I could come in here, and one of the things I could do is I could change it to a different kind of material, and we're going to change it to a normal material. So now we can kind of see it. We're kind of up and above it, looking down on it a little bit, and we can move the camera over to, let's say, 5. So it's going to move us to the right. We're still going to be looking at it, but we're going to be moved to the right a little bit. It's really slow on the camera moving and some scene changes, but that's that. And like one of the things we can do is we can like animate it, and basically what'll happen is it kind of goes back to the 0. And it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I learned a lot. Basically what happened was I didn't even know how to get started. ThreeJS gives you a pretty good startup thing where you get like a little spinning cube, and it just kind of gets you rolling. But I didn't know where to go from there. I had built a really cool thing at one point for one of my son's bands. Did that in ThreeJS. The volume is very loud on that. I don't know. That was really cool.
My brain is awake, but my eyes are tired.
So how, you can click.
Mine's asleep, but the dude is a liar. It starts off soft, cause shit is like a choir.
Moving around in there and all that. And I built that out, but I didn't understand it at all. Like I just kind of freaking just struggled bust all the way through until I built something pretty cool. And everyone who's ever seen it has liked it. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, can you change this? And I knew nothing. I couldn't change anything. So that's why we have this thing. And, the goal would be that, at some point I could build a video music maker or something like that. They could do stuff based on sounds or, stuff like that, And there's just all kinds of features rolled up in this. But we are I think I've hit the end of what I think I could do with this. And I really tried. I really, really tried to make it to where I'd be able to kind of go to the next level before I did that. So I don't know. I guess so. I think the next step in this is to just kind of clean it up, get rid of these last couple of warnings, and maybe in the README it'd be a good idea to start just sort of documenting like lessons learned, what I would do different. Features I want in the new system. So import / export built from start. I would say that was my biggest regret right there, is I should have built it to where you could do an upload and download of what I'm looking at here, so that tomorrow I could just upload this and start working from where I was at, instead of basically when I hit refresh, it's gone forever. You're never going to be able to get that back. But anyways, so let's go ahead and fix this. Okay, so I think we have new warnings that didn't used to exist, but they do now. And let's go ahead and look at it. It says that I do not use the material component. So let's see what happens. If I hit save, if our warning goes away, if everything still compiles. Looks like everything still works. The warning is now gone. And now let's go hold the control button down and click on this, and it takes you straight to it. And it's saying that on line 30 that I don't use this component. Now this is the info. I was a little nervous about this one because this one kind of, the info message pops up. So if I go to the scene and I go to like exp, I point. Oh no, I did not want to do that. Point 1, and then if I go A, I get this little info thing. Okay, so that's what I expect, and I believe this is that message. And then I have a little Jack Russell Terrier that every once in a while kind of eyeballs my bird a little oddly. They've known each other and been friends forever, but every once in a while I get a little nervous about it. Okay, so let's try that again. Go to the scene, go to fog, exp2. Okay. All right, so that still works. It's always good to know that works. So do I need this? I guess I still need this. That really surprises me. So still need this, I guess, for the template, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it says that it's on line 440 of the component. So we don't need to import it anymore, but we still, I guess what we need is a reference of it. So I guess it's probably using it as a type. Info, no. So yeah, so I guess, I don't know, it's being used as an object. I don't know how that object's being created. I don't know if it's being created. It must, yeah, I don't know. It's weird to me that we don't need to import it. I mean, that we don't need to add it as an import. I'm sure there's some subtle knowledge that can be gained from that. But let's look at our changes now, because I think I want to do something similar for the 3 service. The materials component that we decided we weren't going to use anymore, does it still need it? So I don't see any light gray ones up here. That was this guy right here. Let's do a control F. Yeah, oh, it's the same same sort of thing. It's like something that gets launched, and I guess it just needs a reference to it that it's going to pass in, but it doesn't need to actually import it. Yeah, that's weird. That's a really strange one. Okay, this was a console log that I don't think I want anymore, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. And then that was a router outlet that we got rid of. Doesn't look like we need this ThreeJS service anymore. So let's, while we're cleaning stuff up, let's just get rid of that. Because it's not like we have to worry about creating a weird commit message that, like the commit message is going to be like cleaning stuff up, right? So like it's not like the last one where we were like, oh man, this fixes something. Like none of this fixes anything. And I think it's super important to do these in small iterative commits, because when you're trying to debug something that's going on, what happens is sometimes something breaks and you could just like roll back. You can just keep checking out one version back of commits. And so if you make a bunch of small ones like this and it has some weird side effect breakage, it's a lot easier to find it when you make these smaller commits. But that is that. So let's say I think everything, well, we probably want this. Probably don't want my README stuff in there. This and this. So we'll just git commit dash m fixes this is video. What are you? Video 317 317 and fixes addresses warnings, build warning, build warnings, and tie these things up. Is this supposed to be tidies or tidies? Cleans things up. No behavior or look changes. Okay, so there's that. I think from here on out, basically, I guess we'll start just trying to build this out somewhere. I know there's a way you could build, this is just go build a flat website. So I know there's a way you could do that in GitHub where, like it just deploys it someplace. So it'd be kind of cool to get that set up. I also have various domains, and maybe I'll show how to create a distribution file and create an FTP and FTP it up. I am amazed, and I'm not amazed, and I don't want me to sound mean about it because people just weren't there. But I'm often surprised at how grateful like developers are when you just show them how to push FTP some code out to a website, and they could do it. It used to kind of be like the first thing you learned. Day one, you're FTPing something. You're like, see, there's a server and it's sitting in California, and we just pushed hello world out there, and now see, you could see it, and blah, just trying to get those basic understandings. And I guess a lot of people just don't get that now because local hosts and all that is so simple to set up. But anyways, happy coding, everybody. Bye.